in this video I'm gonna give you a free Excel calculation to calculate your daily calories and macros. So stay tuned until the end for the full explanation on how to do it and the place where you can download the Excel file. By knowing your maintenance calories, it gives you a lot of benefits, such as you can eat whatever you want. Yes, whatever you want. Ice cream, chocolate, you name it. As long as you can hit your targeted calories or macros. So if you want to lose weight, the key here is a calorie deficit. In other words, eating less than what your maintenance calorie is, or in other words, eating less than what you usually eat. So I recommend you to take 100 calories off in 1 or 2 weeks. It's slow, but the reason being is you don't want to lose your muscle and you want to have a healthy diet. I heard many healthy diet catering out there that promise you lose 2-3 kilos within a week, which is definitely unhealthy, a fraud, and I think it's unethical to fool many people who don't understand. So in this video I'm gonna explain you the total calories your body can take. And then how to gain muscle is the opposite. You just need to gain add 100 calories per 1 or 2 weeks. It's slow, but you can gain muscle without gaining fat as well. So the reason being is because when you take you need to take a lot of proteins, like the proper amount of protein, and everything is included in this Excel calculations. The reason being is when you take protein, your body will break it down to amino acids that used to repair and grow new muscle fibers, and then your body will experience something called positive nitrogen balance, which gives your body a signal so it can go to the anabolic stage or muscle building state. So let's get into the Excel and how to do it. And the key point here to remember is on the box, on the yellow arrow box right here, we have 4 of it. It means that the data in the box of the yellow arrow box means you need to input it manually, and the rest, don't touch it, it will change automatically. So starting off with inputting your body weight, you can either input it in kilograms or in pounds, doesn't really matter, just choose one of them. So I'm gonna give example with kilograms. So right now I'm 78 kilograms, so I'll press enter right there, and the calories here, you can see it comes out. So I will zoom in a little bit so that it would be easier to see. Okay, there are 3 characteristics for men and 3 characteristics for women. The characteristics here means that this is how much is your daily activity and etc. So the first one is less active, low metabolism. It's probably for you guys who works out like 2-3 times a week and sitting in the office all day long without any cardios. And for me, I'll choose medium active because I train 5-6 times a week, and yet I'm still working, so I'm still sitting in the office for 8 hours 5 days a week. So I'll choose this one. But for the right one, more active, high metabolism, it is for more like an athlete who do a lot of cardio trainings, also like 6 times a week, like a lot of movement. So it, of course, high metabolism. And it is also for you guys who knows about the 3 types of body types, like endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. So for you guys who, I know you guys know a friend that is skinny, eat a lot, but they cannot gain weight. So I will give that guy on the one on the right because they will have more calories. So for you guys who are like in the middle, like me, choose the middle one. But for you guys who's generally more fat, and then it's hard for you guys to lose weight and etc., it basically means that your metabolism is pretty low comparing to the others. So I would recommend you to choose the one on the left. So, and then moving on, your total calories, input your total calories here. So I'll choose the middle one for me, so I'll put 2580 and press enter. Alright, and then moving on to the macronutrients calculations. From that total calories, we're gonna break down to how much protein, how much fat, and how much carbohydrates that you need to take per day. So 1 gram of protein equals to 4 kilocalories. 1 gram of fat equals to 9 kilocalories, and 1 grams of carbohydrates equals to 4 kilocalories. Actually, there's one more, which is alcohol. It's 7 kilocalories per gram, but we don't input that in our calculation right now. So protein intake, same. We have 3 characteristics. On the left one, not much muscle, new to training. Probably you train 2-3 times a week. You just started, beginner. So don't worry, you can choose this one first, and then by the time goes, you can later on choose the other characteristics that will increase your protein. So for me, I usually choose the middle one because I train 4, 5, 6 times a week, but still I don't do that much cardio because I work every day in the office, so I'll choose this one. But yet, if you're in competing level, if you do a lot of cardio, and if you're more shredded, you wanna preserve the muscle, so I would rather choose the one on the right. So because this year I'm planning to compete again, so I'm choosing the one on the right now. So yellow arrow, input your data manually. I'll input your protein intake in grams, not in kilocalories but in grams. So I'll put 215 right here, and I'll press enter. And then going on to the fat, the same 3 characteristics. The first one, if you love carbohydrates more, or if you cook a lot at home, so you can adjust it, right? So I'll choose the one on the left. But if you're like, whatever, it's fine, you can choose the one in the middle. And if you love fatty food, the fatty food right here, it means that like you like to cook with butter, or you like to eat peanuts, so I'll choose the one on the right. But for me, I'm more like whatever person, so I will choose the one in the middle. And then again, yellow arrow, input your fat intake in grams right here, so I'll put it 60 right there and enter. And for the carbohydrates, you don't need to do anything because the calculation is actually from the total calories minus the total calories of your protein intake, and then the total calories of your fat intake, so you don't need to do anything. It will automatically come here. So for me, 1180 kilocalories with 295 grams of carbohydrates. So after you input everything, it's not finished yet. You move a bit to the right. I make you a summary box right here, which is super useful, and you can just simply screenshot it or anything. And then, so the summary of me, my daily calories 2580 kilocalories per day for my maintenance, and then for my protein intake, I will take 215 grams of protein, which is 33% of my total calories, kilocalories. And then fats, 60 grams or 540 kilocalories, which is actually 21%. And then the rest is 46%, which is my carbohydrates, 295 grams of carbohydrates equals to 1180 kilocalories. So the reason why I put the percentage here on the right side is because let's say you're on diet, you need to reduce your calorie, right? Because diet, losing weight is calorie deficit. The same with the opposite. If you want to gain muscle, you need to put more calories or calorie surplus. So I recommend you actually to keep inputting, like repeating the one we just did every time your calorie goes down, because some characteristics of you might change. Like you, for example, you decided to eat more healthy, so you can change the settings right here. But if you're lazy to do so, the easier way is to calculate by the percentage. So you know, for example, you're cutting, you want to lose weight, you're eating 2400 kilocalories, you can just take 33% of the 2400 as your proteins, and the same 21% and 46%. Those are the easier steps. But again, it's better for you to keep inputting the data like what we did on the first one. So that's it. That is the summary. And to download this Microsoft Excel file, you can just go to the description box below. So I will share you the link right there, and just download it, give it a try. And if you're confused or anything, you can straight away message me or watch this video again, because every information that you need to know is in this video. But I have to say, this method actually worked for many people, because Actually, I'm not a nutritionist, so the calculation and everything wasn't made by me. I'm just helping you to make it easier and more convenient by making you the Excel file. So it has many other factors as well, like hormones, habits, and etc. that you build by day. So those factors might affect your metabolism. So this number might not be exactly precise, but in general, this number could be a really nice guide and learning for you guys as the starting point. And I wish you success in whatever your goal is, losing weight or gaining muscle. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any idea or any questions about how to do the Excel calculation. Just comment below. I'll try my best to reply to everyone, and I'll see you next time. Peace.